I chose to complete my text set over the Harlem Renaissance. The Harlem Renaissance was a movement that took place during the 1920s. During this time, African American writers, musicians, and inventors came together to find means of self expression and used their art to strive for equality. During World War I, factories had a shortage of workers, and African Americans migrated north from the South in hopes to find a better life and job opportunity. Harlem, in particular, became the center of this artistic explosion. All audiences enjoyed the works of these talented people during the time. I chose this topic because students will learn about this important time period in America. They will be able to talk about equality and the implications of the Harlem Renaissance that are lasting today, and students will also explore the meaning of what it is to dream, and not only learn about the amazing literature and art during this time, but also about the historical aspects of the period. This text set relates specifically to the Common Core State Standard RI 59, which is to integrate information from several texts on the same topic in order to write or speak about the subject knowledgeably. First, I chose a song by Louis Armstrong. I think that the song will help students get a feel for the kind of music that was being created during the time. I think that the accompanying video is very helpful as well. We could talk about Louis Armstrong's biography as well.
Hello, Dolly. This is Louis Dolly. Mighty glad to have you back where you belong. You lookin' swell, Dolly. I can tell, Dolly. You keep going, still going, you still going strong. Yeah, bro. Yeah, boy. My old favorite tunes when they win. Oh, yeah, my. And no rap, fellas, what? Them do. Get on in there.
Next, I chose a Langston Hughes poem called A Dream. I chose this poem because students will be able to get a feel for the importance of hope and what a dream meant to African American people and their culture during this time. I would ask my students to think of their dreams and the importance of holding on to them. I may also ask them to think of the challenges that they may face and compare and contrast them to the challenges of the people during this time. I chose a Langston Hughes poem in particular because he is one of the most famous poems from this time period. This piece of artwork is called African Fantasy Awakening and was created by Alan Leroy Locke and Winold Reese in 1925. The next work I chose is Harlem's Little Blackbird, The Story of Florence Mills. This is a picture book and is a true story about Florence Mills, a daughter of slaves and Broadway singer. This book won a Caldecott Award. I chose this book because I think that picture books can be enjoyed and things can be learned from them by people of all ages. This book is beneficial because it will be accessible to all readers in the classroom. I also like that this is a true story. The next work that I chose was an article from the Encyclopedia Britannica. This online encyclopedia article gives information about the Harlem Renaissance and has links that the readers can click to get more information about certain words and topics. I chose this article because of all of the additional information and links that can be accessed throughout the article. I really like that this gives students the opportunity to go deeper into the subject with just a click of the mouse. The article is very clearly organized with subheadings and large, easy to read font. The Harlem Renaissance, what it was and why does it matter? This article is about the important features of the Harlem Renaissance. It has photos and wonderful captions in it, along with a link to additional online resources for students. I chose this article in particular because it is very well organized. I really enjoy the photos and the captions. I think this article will be easy for students to navigate and understand. It is informational, but still written and organized in an engaging way. The next piece that I have chosen is called I Love Myself When I Am Laughing, and Then Again, a Zora Neale Hurston reader. This is actually an anthology of works with an autobiographical piece by Zora Neale Hurston. Alice Walker, another famous African American writer, is the editor of the work and provides commentary. I chose this anthology because I think that it will appeal to the girls in the class. I would probably only work with the autobiography during class and allow students to explore the other elements outside of class. This is a higher level book which will provide differentiation. The unique thing about this book is that it contains so many different works within it. Lastly, I have chosen a YouTube video called Harlem Renaissance History for Kids Educational Videos for Student Networks. This is a video that explains the Harlem Renaissance from a modern point of view. It has to do with modern music connecting to the artists during the time of the Harlem Renaissance. This video is unique because it speaks in a way that students speak. I think that it's so unique in the way that it connects students and makes the Harlem Renaissance relevant to students' lives. It is sometimes difficult to connect history to present day and make it relevant, but this video does a really good job.